Talk about what is happening with Boeing in a bit more detail right now, though. David Wilson breaking down the numbers. Dave, over to you.
Well, thanks, Guy. I mean, Boeing is now talking about $9 trillion in terms of aerospace and defense in the next decade in the markets that it serves. And that's up from $8.5 trillion a year ago, $8.7 trillion 2 years ago, pre-pandemic. And, it's a roughly even split between planes, aircraft services, and defense and space. So, Boeing getting more optimistic because, in part, as they put it in a press release, the global market is recovering largely as Boeing projected in 2020. So you've got domestic air travel coming back. They figure regional markets will be next. And then, when you talk about long-haul flights, that they'll be back to pre-pandemic levels by 2024. So, you put that all together, that's going to mean demand for more planes. Boeing looking at $3.2 trillion worth of spending, I'd say a little more than a third of the total, 19,000 jets. Clearly, they're optimistic for the next 10 years beyond that because, if you double the numbers, you don't get to what their 20-year projections are at $7.2 trillion and more than 43,000 planes. That number up from a year ago. And, put it all together, Boeing needs optimism, and so do their stockholders because, this is a company whose shares have never recovered from the hit that they took as a result of the two 737 MAX fatal crashes and the grounding of that plane.